Alright. Here we are. Map 1 of the match between Beast Edition and Tantalizers Sour. We have Busan coming in. On the side of Tantalizers Sour, you have Uwu, Takoshu, Clantag, Bubsud, Pixie, and Z9. On the side of Beast Edition, you have Change, Gubbins, Raider, Neo, AJ, and Villain. Here we are. From Tantalizers, they're running Rhines, running Doomfist, Pharah, Anna, and Mercy, along with a potential Orisa Wrecking Ball, but Gubbins might switch. They're gonna roll with it. They're gonna roll with ball. Clantag's gonna switch over to the Doomfist, I believe. And Bubsud on the Ash still. Here we have just big slam from Gubbins, just really making the team turn around. Uwu under pressure from Neo, he's able to get out. Raider goes down, Buddy is rezzed. The team's just trading blows right now, pre-fight. Gubbins takes out Bubsud though, big pick from Gubbins. The Doomfist punch, Clantag gets pulled though, so he's not able to move forward. Looks like Tantalizers is having a little bit of trouble getting past this hold here, but they are going to be able to cycle the point, so this could work. Neo goes in with the Doomfist, slams in, able to get out. Gubbins takes out Pixie off the map. Bub does get Neo, and Gubbins takes out Uwu, and it looks like Beast Edition will take first point unless Tantalizers can get some big plays here. Villain does res Neo, so it does look like Beast Edition takes. A little bit of a stall from Z9, but he is gonna get out. Oh no, he dies. That's a big stagger on the side of Beast Edition, or for Beast Edition. Alright. Looks like a right side approach from Tantalizers. Something that's really been making it hard for them is that Doomfist and the ball just meddling in their back lines. As the mines do go down, separating the team, Neo drops in. Hold on goes Clantag, because he's not able to live. Bubsud does get two though. Big for Tantalizers. Stealth Raider gets rezzed. Uwu goes down. And it looks like Beast Edition is coming back here. Big pick on Bubsud. There goes Takoshu. And Beast Edition looks like they might hold here, and they do. Big play from Change and AJ, getting the nano and the just firing bullets into the Rhine. Once that Rhine goes down, it is hard to come back. Now the Tantalizers regrouping. They do have the Bob and the Lucio ult. For Beast Edition, they do have the Barrage, the Doomfist ult, and this Orisa ult. This is gonna be interesting. And Villain goes down. Big pick, but Neo gets Uwu. The pull, the meter strike. Z9 low. He gets the ult off. Change uses supercharger. The Villain still has that Valkyrie when it comes back. Pixie does have the coalescence to keep her team alive if she wants to. AJ and Raider and Change get 3. Bubsud does kill Raider, but it looks like Tantalizers will not be able to keep going. But Uwu does come back. They might try and fight this. Mines go down. Uwu goes down. The barrage is used. Bubsud does take care of the Pharah again. Takoshu coming in on the Zarya. And Tantalizers keep just funneling in. Grab used. Gets Takoshu. Gets Neo. This is big. Takoshu and Z9 just trying to stay alive. Overtime going down. Takoshu is going to touch. In comes the coalescence from Pixie. Uwu shatters nothing. Maybe trying to get that, trying to get Gubbins on the spin, but he does not get him in time. Uwu trying to get Change, who is nanoed. Fortify comes through. It not looking good for Tantalizers, but they get a pick on the Raider. Change falling low, able to get back up, and it looks like Tantalizers are able to flip. Insane plays from Tantalizers. Here we are, just another reset for the for Beast Edition. They are gonna rock with the same comp. Raider is on the Tracer now though. Takoshu on the ball now. Gonna be interesting. Pull comes through. Uwu shield going low. Uses the fire strike. Gubbins in the back line, just meddling. Gubbins does fall low though. Will he be able to escape? And Gubbins goes down to the fire strike. Bubsud does find Raider. Raider falling down, and Bubsud with the big pick. Bubsud has been doing really good on this Ashe. It's good that for Tantalizers that they have finally been able to stabilize here and just be able to win here with Bobsud on that Ashe, as he's been getting so many picks throughout this whole time. Gubbins does use mines on point, but he's going to fall. Change though has the supercharger. Raider pulse bomb misses. AJ uses nano, and Neo uses high noon, and it gets two. Big play from Neo on the ult. Stealth Raider goes down to the sights. Lucio beat does go down. Pixie gets antied, is able to fade away. Clantac gets another. Takoshu gets change. Change gets res. Change pops supercharger, just trying to keep him up. Pop the damage out. Gubbins knocks off Takoshu. Clantac and the big shatter onto Gubbins. Gubbins falls low. Bubsud does get stealth rock. C9 gets changed, but Bob gets knocked off the map by Gubbins. Bubsud gets the kill on the villain. Gubbins able to make plays. Here we are. C9 and Clantac, they're able to stabilize. Going to 99. Here we are. Kirby's here. Bubsud making huge plays. Uwu trying to just swing on the change. Change goes down. Gubbins trying to stall on that ball. Neo switches to the Genji and dashes right into the mines. Villain flies down to maybe get a res, but Villain falls low, and Tantalizers, against all odds, are able to take round one. What a great map.
And hello, I am here now on the color commentary. Apologies. Blame the 15-minute queue time I just had for an Overwatch
No
competitive
problem.
game, despite being in a six stack.
That's rough. But here we are, round 2 of Busan. Tantalizers just took the map back from, I think, 0 to 79, somewhere around there. Still a big comeback from Tantalizers. Weren't looking great at the beginning, but they do come back. Bobsud has been popping off on the Ashe, Clantac on the Soldier. They're gonna rock with the ball Ryan here, as Beast Edition's gonna rock with a ball Ryan Sigma.
Interesting to see Takushu on the Wrecking Ball, who's mainly known for playing Diva a lot last season and some DPS. Has a new hero to add to the hero pool.
They're running the Torb Pharah, which is going to help metal in the backlines a bit. As Stealth Raider already taking his sights on Bubsud, and there goes Bubsud, but Ooh is able to get the pin on change. Villain is able to res it though. Stealth gets a pick on Pixie, and Takoshu gets killed by Gubbins, and it looks like Raider gets the pop off on the far that they need. And Beast Edition looking pretty strong.
That was interesting. We actually saw Change. He went for the pin onto the spinning Takushu, and good timing on him. Kind of took him out of that fight there. Made it easier for the front line of Beast Edition to go forward and aggress.
Yes, Takushu is going to switch onto the... Yeah. Takushu's going to switch onto the Roadhog here. Interesting switch here, considering they do have a Pharah to feed off of him. But we will see what happens. Big hook onto Change. Change falling low with the sleep onto Uwu, but he's able to get up, and the shatter! It's a big shatter from Change. And it looks like Beast Edition yet again is just able to roll on through. Clantac though, getting 2 in the back line. Getting 3, but Stealth Raider able to prevent any kind of comeback there with a double kill. Z9 just trying to stall here, but he is going to get out. Uwu comes in, interesting choice here. Looking to just take point.
Yeah, they had the Lucio speed boost. They got back quicker than the reinforcements for
Change. Oh, that's Uwu with the shatter. Change gets nanoed. And Clantac and Uwu coming in with the double pin. Villain reses in the back line though. Uwu with the sneaky res. Change gets the pin. Neo on the Molten Cord gets Bubsud. Stealth and Neo, the DPS are coming strong for Beast Edition. Stealth Raider on this Pharah has become a big problem in the thorn in the backside, really, of Tantalizers as Clan Tag is going to switch to the Ashe.
And it doesn't help that they use several ults there. I think 3 for sure that could have helped them if they had maybe...
Including some quality ults as Clan Tag gets picked at the beginning. Ah, that is tough. The ult, though, coming in from Takushu, preventing Change from shattering. That is a big cancellation.
Wow.
Neo gets buff set, though. Uwu aggressing on the Gubbins, gets slept, though. The ult in the back line with Stealth Raider, the barrage, the rockets. They really rain from above as Stealth Raider, I think, has really shown that he is carried through that round. Stealth Raider on the Pharah picked up, I think, 3 barrages that whole round, as Tantalizers struggled to pick the point once.
Yeah, and they, Tantalizers, they couldn't get into Beast Edition's backline. I mean, Neo Golden's turret was just free reign that entire round. AJ was relatively uncontested too on the Ana from afar, keeping the team healed up. I mean, I don't know, yes, here we go, Takushu is going to switch to the D.Va. That's what I was thinking they could use as a D.Va to get into that backline. And also to maybe help with the Pharah. They were kind of running double hit scan there at the end, and the Pharah was still causing problems.
Yeah, Stealth Raider has been able to use those angles really well against those hit scans. We'll see what happens this round for sure. They're going to rock with the same DPS lineup though, and tank lineup. So this is interesting. Anti comes through. We do just see a general just kind of push from Tantalizers as Takoshi's gonna flank and kill the Pharah and limit Villain from rezzing. Oh, Villain, risky res, doesn't get punished for it. Change on the
corner there, but Tantalizers, they were very patient. They were able to finally get in the backline with the D.Va to take out the long-range poke from the turret. They finally, you know, were able to break through, and I also think that maybe they have a little bit more healing now with Pixie now on the Mercy and Z9 on the back.
True. Takoshu though goes down early, but he was actually getting that beneficial pick in the last fight, but Change getting 2 on the Shatter. Stealth is able to get rid of Bubsud, and it looks like Beast Edition is going to take point back as Stealth Raider just switched over to the Genji instead of the Pharah, maybe to try and counter the double hit scan before they can get any more effectiveness off of the Pharah. You do have the D.Va Bomb for Takoshu and almost a shatter from Uwu. We could see an interesting combo coming through. You do have both the support ults from Tantalizer's tower, so we'll see what happens.
Good aggression stun onto Uwu there.
Yeah, Uwu's been caught a lot this round with just getting stunned and slept. Been very tough for him. Has great starting 2 picks for the fight, and it looks like Tantalizers just picks up all the necessary picks here, but Stealth Raider in the back line with 2 with the blade, and Change comes in. Will they be able to turn around? D.Va Bomb gets for a Stealth Raider. It's Change versus the world, and Change goes down. Tantalizers will flip.
So it's tough, you know, you wonder if using the Genji Blade was worth getting the D.Va Bomb out. You could say that it was, because now Stealth Raider is switching to the Hanzo. So if there was one good thing for Beast Edition in that fight, is that they were able to get a few more ults than maybe Tantalizers needed to use there.
Indeed, I don't think the D.Va Bomb was necessary there, but it does give her the Stealth Raider, who was a big thorn on the side, and the Shatter comes through, taking down Uwu. Uwu lifted, big lift, Gubbins gets rid of Bubsud, big play. And Beast Edition, it's back and forth on this point here.
Yeah,
but
Gubbins looking good on the Sigma right now. Comboed his Gravitic Flux into the Accretion stun and left Uwu wide open. Excellent job.
Gubbins is looking really good, but there are no ults on the side of Beast Edition. And they're approaching the Shatter on this side of Tantalizers, so this could be big for Tantalizers if they can get a good Shatter here. But we will see, as Gubbins kind of holding down the front line as Change from above.
They do have the double shield, so definitely possible to get a nice block here.
very much, especially with that Sigma shield and Rhine shield being the two biggest shields. Very hard to break both of them. Same time as Change on the flank, gets the pin! Oh, that's big for Beast Edition. They get two huge picks, and they have to try and regroup as fast as they can for the next push.
If they even
Clantac
get that,
gets
although...
AJ. Clantac goes down though. Takoshu does come in for the touch, but AJ does get rezzed. Takoshu immediately demacked. Molten Court, preventing them from touching, and Beast Edition takes map 1.
Yeah, at the end there, Beast Edition was doing a good job at controlling the high ground, but leaving the Sigma on the low ground. We saw the Hanzo getting into the back lines. Good job at kind of deciphering where the weak spots for Tantalizers Sour were, and how they ended up winning a long fight just based on the long-range poke that they had.
Yeah. Gubbins was doing really good on that ball in the first round, but they were able to flip it around last fight, and I think that was really good by by Tantalizers to be able to flip on point 1, and they were able to take control there. But Beast Edition, really good point control near the end of last round and all of second round. Beast Edition looking good. We'll see if their control map transfers into hybrid.
And I do believe, what do we have for hybrid? King's Row?
Yes, King's Row.
Next.
King's Row is one of the, I think, one of the favorite maps of a lot of Overwatch players. I think it's one of the best maps too.
Because it's one of the most balanced, just period. It always feels like you have a good chance on both the offense and the defense. There's a lot of tough chokes, but also like not so tough that, you know, it's not like a Paris situation where it's only one choke. You know, like right off the bat, you know, you have the first choke is tough, but since you have kind of that vertical element, you can run a far on attack, and it's also easy to, you know, get to the high ground if you're able to, you know, like with a Lucio speed boost to the right or to the left, go through the hotel or go up to the high ground. There's a lot of ways to rotate around point A.
And on King's Row, expect to see a lot of Reinhardt. Reinhardt is a very good main tank right now in general, but for King's Row, he is definitely a strong tank. But
we do see main tank aim and Gamer's Blood coming in for Tantalizers Sour. Gamer's Blood, one of the best DPS in Tier 3 last season. Hopefully it can translate at a slightly higher level, perhaps.
We do see him subbed out for Takushu though, so he might be on that Zarya on tank.
Oh yeah, both Uu and Takushu are. That would be very interesting.
It will be very interesting. We've never really seen Gamer's Blood on Zarya in Tier 3, because he's always been on that DPS for, I believe he was on Duck Duck. No, he was on...
No quacks required, I guess. Yeah.
They were no quacks. I don't think no quacks isn't a thing anymore, right?
Well, I mean, I guess they are technically still like a team. They just switched it back. They have their Tier 1 team, or Tier 2 team being Duck Duck Goats, and now they've got Duck Duck Dive.
Duck Duck Dive.
Maybe they wanted more of that, like, organization synergy.
Similarity. But, yeah, Gamer's Blood had very great hit scan last season. Let's see if that transfers to a Zarya, which is very tank that will have hit scans like to play. Like during Goats, you usually saw your hit scan on Zarya because of the beam. Just tracking is a very key part of Zarya, so we will see what happens.
Definitely one of the more DPS-oriented tanks, along with, you know, Roadhog and probably Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, Roadhog for a lot of people is what they call a 600 health DPS.
Yeah, well, there has been talks about like maybe he would get reworked to be just a super, like a 400 health DPS. I don't know how that would work, but I have heard that that might be something.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because you could either rework him to be less like self-dependent with the self-heal, or you could rework him to have less health. It's a very but I think if you get rid of the self-heal, you're getting rid of a key element of Roadhog.
Yeah, it's tough because you don't want to like buff or nerf his damage, you know, because like he already does so much. He one shots all squishies. It's kind of the team sense in where he kind of can lack at times. Still a pretty quality hero, but you know, a lot of times you just see more value from the Sigma or the Diva on that.
Or the Zarya even.
Yeah.
Ever since that Orisa shield nerf, I think Roadhog's seen less gameplay because there's not much of a shield if you run Orisa Hog anymore. Because 600 health shield, that is very low health for a shield for a whole team.
Yeah, and yeah, if you're gonna run the Orisa, you're gonna have to run the Sigma or the Rhine. You can't rely on the Orisa shield to be the only shield anymore. So yeah, Roadhog's in kind of a tricky spot right now, where individually maybe he's not like in a bad spot, but in the team sense, he certainly is. Maybe give Desire a little bit more.
For sure. But King's Row, who used to be a really good Orisa Hog map, will not be. Might see it, but I doubt it. But we did see round 1 Change running the Orisa and Gubbins running the ball, so we could see what happens here.
Yeah, perhaps Gamer's Blood is gonna break out the Hog. No, we'll go with the Zarya.
Yeah. But Gubbins, known for his Hog, when I have played with him, he plays a lot of Hog. So, we might see a Hog on defense, but right now on attack, they're going to run the Rhine Sigma that they ran on Busan. Along with Neo on the Doomfist and a Widow from Stealth Raider, let's see if I can get around Mayday Games' Reinhardt's shield.
Yeah, Widow definitely plays a little better into the single shield. Although, may switch.
He does.
Looks like Tantalizers are expecting some form of possible Pharah, as Bubsud is on the Ashe.
Client tag on the Junkrat, very strong hero for this joke. Very hard to get through when a Junkrat is spamming your shield, but with the double shield, I won't see much difficulty here. As we don't. Change going straight in, trying to just make him back up. He is burning. You will see a big kind of resistance from Tantalizers, but they're playing really back. Big pick from Neo.
Yeah, that was perfect aggression. That is one of the perfect ways to attack King's Row, is just aggress onto the point, cause the defense to kind of have to take that angle on the other side of Hotel. And Neo Golden was able to catch the Lucio out of position, maybe a little too far into the front lines, and he took him out. It was a good job by Inscription.
This is going to be interesting, as there's the shatter from Change, and no shatter from Maytag, giving a big shatter. It looks like they're going to keep rolling on through. And is that AJ? Is EJ? AJ is sitting on cart currently.
Payload duty as a support main, not all too well.
He makes it look so tiring. He just sits down.
Geo Golden King right now is absolutely killing it on the Doomfist. Got the early pick onto Plant Tag onto the pre. Set Change up really nice for that shatter.
And Neo's giving Stealth Raider a lot of space on this Doomfist, trying to eliminate the hit scan's attention. Meteor Strike comes through after the ult, and it gets rid of Duck. Good combo there.
And Clan Tag had a good stun onto Villian, who almost got the res onto Change 6, but yeah, Neo Golden King just kind of getting into the front lines, creating even more space. this, we see they're switching to the double hit scan. They just wanna do anything they can to take out this Pharah.
Gets rid of Buffsud, and the Pharah ult comes through, gets rid of Gamers, but Clantac able to get the pick again. Neo in the backline though, gets an intake into their own team. And it's a 3v5 right now. It is tough for Tantalizers to defend here. Separator does switch up to Genji. Neo gets rid of Clantac, Bob comes through though. But with that double shield, he's not getting much effectiveness. And he goes off the map. Main tank game gets the shatter onto Change, pins, but Change is still nanoed. He does take less damage. Grab comes through. Big pick from Raider. Shatter onto Duck, but Duck is able to stay up. Blind tag, big shot, big high noon. And it looks like Tantalizers might be able to hold here. But
wow,
Neo,
I'm incredibly surprised because Gubbins and Change were doing a good job with that double shield. They did a good job at shielding the Bob, and they even were able to make Clantac have to wait a little bit longer on the high noon, but at the end of the day, Defender's advantage just kind of comes in handy.
yeah.
Stealth Raider did try to use the Genji Blade, only got about one pick, I think. Or no.
But
I can't.
Neo with the meteor strike. But
Yeah,
main tank, no ults on the side of Tantalizers though. And a Sigma ult from Beast Edition and a Blade approaching. This could be tough for a hold. Forcing him into the ult. Gets the tanks. There goes Bubside on the Mei. And Beast Edition rolling on through like they never got stopped. Finishing with 3 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. Great job.
Use the Genji Blade. You know, when Beast Edition is on the attack and you just have Tantalizers backing up like that, it makes it really easy for Gubbins just to get everyone in the gravitic flux. Also assisted by Neo Golden there, punching an extra player in.
Great job by the
Gubbins. They are putting on a clinic for double shield right now.
I was about to say that Change and Gubbins are putting on a phenomenal tank showing. The tank line of Beast Edition is just rolling through with the help of Neo, just kind of putting pressure on main tank game, making sure he can't really shield against changes in Gubbins' double shield. It seemed increasingly hard for these two teams to play against, but we will see how it goes on defense for Tantalizers, or offense for Tantalizers.
You're actually going to see Neo Golden King switch to the Mei here. And we're going to see a McCree now, potentially expecting possibly a dive from Tantalizer Sour.
Or maybe a far of their own. This is what they might be expecting. Neo switching off the Gym Fist. It is not a lot of a surprise, but it is a little bit of a surprise in the fact that he was doing so good. But Mei just works better on defense here. That choke is really hard to get through when your Ryan is walled off. I just see Main having more utility than Doom Fist on defense, but we will see what happens. Clantac on the Tracer though, interesting against the McCree Mei.
I do like the healer swaps from Pixie and Rapid Duck to the Moira Brig. Should be able to maybe put a little more pressure on those tanks this time around, especially if Rapid Duck can get a stun onto healer.
Big rock on the Gamers, but he's able to stay up. Neo stunned, able to stay up. Tank main gets rid of Neo on the pin. Pixie gets rid of Villain on the Moira fight. Gubbins able to get rid of Clantac though. It's looking in the odds of Tantalizers, but Stealth Raider gets a pick. But Change goes down, and it looks like Tantalizers will be able to push through, as no tanks for Beast Edition.
Yeah, it looked like Neo Golden King got a little too far out of range from the healers, got a little too aggressive and got taken out, but good job from main tank aim and Gamer's Blood not being deterred by this double shield. An excellent job at creating a lot of aggression of their own. Look at how high charge Gamer's Blood is right now.
Increasingly high. And for sure, the great attack from Tantalizers, just like Beast Edition had. So we'll see if this becomes a very high round game. Stealth does find Clantac on the stun, but Clantac able to get out. A lot of ults coming in from Beast Edition though. Big wall, and there goes aim. Don't know if the flux was needed there or the high noon. and it looks like Beast Edition will push on through, or hold, but yeesh, it took them a couple ults that weren't needed. They used the Coalescence stuff, McCree ult, and the Sigma ult, when I think all three of them weren't needed.
Yeah, especially considering all they really had to do to take out main tank aim was get a nice wall there. It was actually perfect because the mailbox over by the brewery kind of made it so that the people couldn't get behind the wall. Heal.
For sure, and a big blizzard, but a big shatter from main tank aim. But Change trades it back with a shatter. And another unneeded Coalescence from Villain.
I was just about to comment. Wow, look at Villain building up another Coalescence really quickly. Should have it for the next fight. And have the ult advantage still be in the favor of Beast Edition. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe a lot of people were low, but yeah, it looks like they had already had that fight won.
For sure. AJ still has his ult, but we don't know if the Baptiste ult will get much value here. Baptiste ult is a very iffy ult to get value out of, but it can get value if used right. As Duck gets changed, it's a big pick, and it looks like Tantalizers coming through the picks, and then unneeded flux from Gubbins. Ah, that is a rough one for Beast Edition. A reoccurring thing for this defense is just wasted ults.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like you need to invest a lot when Bob is on the point, but
allow me to repair the damage.
It's one of those things. Sometimes Bob just by himself creating space for team is all you need to win a fight.
For sure. Hynun comes through, breaks the shield. Villain gets a pick on flank tag. Shatter comes through, it's big. In main tank game, gets rid of Change. Trading picks here, it's even. Gamer's Blood gets a pick here, and it looks like, yet again, a push on through from Tantalizers. But still holding here, the Reaper just putting in pressure, but he's gonna get taken down. Change approaching that Shatter though. Will be an interesting fight next fight, as you have the grab Blizzard from Tantalizers, but you have a Shatter and almost a Hynun. Actually, they switched to a Junkrat. Interesting.
I almost wonder if maybe Neo needs to go back to the Pharah, although maybe it's a little too late now. You can see King's Row.
Shatter comes through, Stealth gets 2. Shatter comes through, but main tank aim making a play here with the 3K. And I thought it was all over for Tantalizers. They were down there, they were lost first pick, but they were able to turn it around with an insane play from main tank aim. Here we are though. Change switches to the ball, gets killed. Bob comes through, gets pooped off. Bob, same spot, same fall, same death. Stealth gets Gamer's Blood as Duck tried to keep him alive with that rally. Mid tank game just kind of backing up here. No Zarya to help him out, so he can't really aggress too hard. And it looks like the retreat will come through. Tantalizers.
Yeah, it was tough. They almost got the team kill Tantalizers a little bit too quickly, because then 4 people came out of Beast Edition spawn and they only had 3 of their own teammates remaining. So sometimes, as good as a team kill is, perhaps if they had staggered out some of those kills a little bit more, they would have been able to complete each other.
Sure, AJ hiding here, maybe looking for a big boop, but he is not going to get it. Too separated. Neo using the ult. The lift comes through, and it looks like, yet again, Beast Edition will push through.
That's okay here for Tantalizers. They are coming up on a lot of ults. This next fight will probably be one where they have the slight advantage. If they can maybe get one of these DPS ults to force out both of the support ults, they have a really good chance at winning this next team fight here.
Bob could be used as a utility ult to bait out that Lucio beat. Tyre comes through and gets rid of main tank game, stopping the push almost immediately. And Gamer's Blood's on the hog, as we said earlier. Might see a hog, and Gamer's Blood switches to it. Change gets a pick on Bubsud, but Here we are. And
there we finally see some good alt usage, only needing the tire and the coalescence. They are still at a slight alt disadvantage, but they actually keep two very key ones for this next fight.
Mayo comes through, catches out Gubbins, gets hooked into a pin. Interesting combo there. Shatter comes through, gets rid of Duck and Clan Tag. Main tank game goes down. Clan Tag's able to stay up, but Duck does go down. Raider gets Pixie, and again, ults are committed from Tantalizers, and they still aren't able to win the fight. This is rough.
A great play from Neo Golden. He actually flashbanged main tank aim out of the shatter. That it looked like it was maybe going to be a big one because I believe both Chain and Gubbins were up further.
They're on the high note. Gubbins able to threaten it. The Hog does get rid of Neo and change. Gamer's Blood on the Hog, putting in that pressure. Doing what Hog does best. Tire comes through again though. Just looking for a target. Gets nothing. Able to get Duck actually. Reinforcements do come in to stall though. Main tank game gets caught by the Sigma ult. Slammed down on the ground. He is low. Pixie healing him up with that coalescence though. Change trying to pin him out of this rotation. Gamer's Blood gets two. And they're both supports. Gamer's Blood making big picks. Look at there.
Gets a Stealth Raider on the Bash, no way.
Could we see a miracle play? No, they're able to play around it really well. Neo hiding. He going for a big pick. Flash, Fan gets nothing. Main game gets booped off!
Main game! Oh! And that will likely
be the end.
Oh.
Beast Edition looking to go up 2-0 here. That is rough for Tantalizers to come back from.
Yeah, the Tantalizers had a good start to their attack there. Good switches, I guess, from Beast Edition. Coming in, getting the Tracer, the Kree online.
For sure. I think
Brad also
great job
had
by
a lot of value
here.
as well.
But that is main tank game getting a triple kill there, which was a very good play. But Bubset able to get 3 as well. That was a clean push from Tantalizers there in that play, but I just think their attack on third point was not clean at all.
Well, it's interesting. That play of the game actually was what I was referring to, and how the team kill actually came maybe a little bit too quick, because then the entirety of Beast Edition kind of came out of spawn and were able to overwhelm the members of Tantalizers, and the reinforcements for Tantalizers hadn't come back yet, so.
Yeah, Tantalizers doing a very, I think they've been saving ults a lot, but not able to use them in a positive way. I think it's been
for sure. We see Change definitely getting the higher value shatters, and especially when you have the Roadhog, it's kind of hard to get a lot of value out of the whole hog there, although there were a couple of nice whole hogs there, but Gubbins with the Gravitic Flux just providing more value.
For sure. Gamer's Blood did do a good job on the hog though, I think. He got the picks that were needed, but they were not enough in the long run.
Yeah, they could have won one of the, the second to last fight there if Parsnip Pixie had been there. Parsnip Pixie did fall. They only had the Lucio to keep Gamer's Blood alive during the whole hog, so.
For sure.
It seems like it's just a lot of little things right now for Tantalizers Sour. Like, you just see one alt is just slightly better for Beast Edition, and they're capitalizing on them more, but I would not rule out a possible reverse sweep here.
You never can. But I think it's very possible for Tantalizer Sour to come back here. They just need to not get picked first, I believe. I think that's something that they need to work on. Not getting picked first is something that needs to happen. Because a lot of times Beast Edition gets first pick, Tans gets 2, but then Beast Edition just kind of capitalizes on their first pick more.
So next we're going to Volskaya Industries. That should be interesting. I actually feel like a lot of these maps kind of have a similar feel to them. Like I feel like we might see a lot of the same stuff here on Volskaya Industries. I would be surprised if Beast Edition does not swap off of the double shield, especially on defense.
For sure. Tantalizers Tower bringing back in Uwu and Takushu. Beast Edition bringing in Awesomely and Griffin. Griffin subbing out Villain and Awesomely subbing out Change. Z9 comes back in for Duck. So, pretty like different lineups here. Killswitch comes in for Neo too.
Neo, yeah.
Good subs from both teams. We'll see how it goes.
Have to see what Awesomely plays. Kind of known a lot for the Orisa. Maybe they'll go double shield with the Orisa this time. But I also think has a quality Ryan, so they might just keep going with the double shield that they've been running with the Ryan and the Sigma.
Ryan is a very viable tank right now. He's got the largest shield. He's got the most damage output. He's just got the most versatility, I think, out of any main tank right now. I just think it's hard to play into Ryan right now if you don't have a Reinhardt yourself, because Reinhardt is he's very carry. He's got a lot of carry potential.
I'm surprised we're not seeing as much a diva, kind of one of the stronger heroes in the game. But if Beast Edition keeps playing double shield like they have been, then they don't need the diva.
For sure.
Perhaps with Takushu back in for the Tantalizers, maybe the diva we actually did see was playing diva quite well there on City Center on Busan, so they can get that online. That might be the ticket.
For sure. We could see a dive though. Dive is something that I've seen a little bit of myself, so we might be able to see a little bit of a dive coming in from either team.
Initiating match.
If they're willing to run dive here, but very unlikely. Let's see here.
Ready for battle.
I was right with Awesomely gonna play the Orisa. They're gonna go with the Orisa Sigma double shield. And I think that is more wanted here on Volskaya, especially on defense here. It can be tough to get through this initial choke with the Orisa in the way with all those halts, and it's tough to displace her.
Especially with the Junkrat Torb coming out, that's going to be hard to push through. Torb Turret putting on pressure, you have the Junkrat putting on pressure, you have the Sigma and the Orisa. Looks like Tantalizers is very undecided on their comp. You're gonna have to pick though.
3, 2, 1.
It looks like they do. They're gonna run the run Zarya. Not too much of a surprise here, but we'll see what happens. Hanzo.
Yeah, we'll see how the Zarya does into double shield here.
And big picks already from the DPS on Beast Edition, and it looks like they're already going to have to fall back. Tantalizers Tower already losing 3 just at the beginning. Junkrat putting too much pressure on them. As you can see, this kill switch tearing it up. Yeah,
but Stealth Raider also here in the backline. Clan Tag, I believe, was taken out pretty early. They didn't have that long range damage to deal with him, so now they are gonna switch to 2 kind of sniper characters, try and take out some of these people in the backline.
Upset's been doing good on the Ash, and there goes Junkrat. Gets picked off by Clan Tag. There's no mercy to res it either. This could be big. Clan Tag gets another. And here comes Tantalizers. Might come in huge here against Beast Edition. Turret goes down awesomely, just trying to stay up on this Orisa. Getting poked out a bit though. Gubbs gets rid of Takushu in the back. AJ goes down, and here we are, just ooh. I think, yeah, Tantalizers is just going to have a clean push here. On the back of Clantag's huge picks.
Yeah, excellent swaps there from Tantalizers to go more long range. They took out, well, I think Kill Switch was maybe a little too aggressive there, but then they were able to take out Stealth Raider. Then the turn fell shortly after, and they just didn't have the long range damage to contest Bubs and Clantag. So, see, we do see Stealth Raider. They're gonna swap to the Widow to try and counter this long range damage.
Steal ult from Gubbins and almost the ult from Awesomely. This could be big. Stealth Raider gets a huge pick though, but he does get rezzed. Ult approaching for Tantalizers. I think 5 of them are. Uwu falling low though. And oh, that's a big play from Gubbins there in the back line. And Tantalizers yet again get ruined by that Sigma ult.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those tough situations where the snowball possibility was a little too late because they took too long on the attack. That Beast Edition were able to build up the ults, and they didn't use them to defend point A, so they prevented the snowball there. But a lot of ults coming up for the Tantalizer Sour here. Should be interesting.
Clantag gets a pick on Stealth Raider, that is big. But he will be back shortly because of Defender's advantage. Bob comes through though. He gets left though. Shatter comes through, gets both the supports. Bob is sleeping. Bob's still taking a nap. He's awoken and has come to get picks. Kill Switch with the tire, gets rid of Parsnip Pixie, but Uwu still swinging on. He is anti though. He falls to one tap. Uwu very low.
Are they gonna be able to get the picks fast enough? The reinforcements will be back faster for.
Goes down. Gubbins though gets taken down, and it looks like Beast Edition will hold. But there's still an opportunity here as the reinforcements coming through, but Raiders able to get the pick. And Tantalizers, although a really good push at the beginning, lose too many mid-fight to even cap a tick.
And you know, single picks on the Mercy with the Junkrat tire, it's not sexy, but man does it get the job done. Uwu could not get the healing from just the Lucio, and they were able to take him out. If the Tantalizers could have had that extra healing, they might have had a chance to take out Gubbins a little quicker though.
Gubbins just down the Wrecking Ball. So this is interesting. Another Slim, he is really jetting that ult charge fast. 75 to mines already. Ooh, almost a shatter again to Koshu with the grab as well. We can see big plays from the tanks here of Tantalizers if they can do something. Bobside gets rid of Raider. That is big. Raider gets a little too aggressive. Clantag aggressive on the Hanzo.
Yeah, look at this. Everyone's kind of looking at the Hanzo right now, and here comes the rotation.
Comes through. Big shatter from Uwu. Bobside gets 2 with the dynamite. And this Ashe has gotten tremendous value for Tantalizers. Just Kill Switch coming through, maybe just trying to gen tire. Hiding a bit, just trying to get out of harm's way, but he does have to touch. He goes down to Bob. Griffin trying to touch with the Moira, goes down. Gubbins coming through with the ball. Great stall hero, but will it be enough? Ooh, Awesomely goes down. Gubbins on the ball, just comes back, touches one. He's gone. Dragon Blade comes through, but so does the Lucio beat. Raider goes down. Kill Switch almost has that tire. He's using it. Ooh. And it gets taken out by Bob's.
Nice.
But they're not capping point. Here they are.
Yeah,
but
hold
too many
on.
reinforcements have come back. This could be huge for Beast Edition. Bobside gets the pick on AJ though. If Bobside can keep getting this pick, it's huge. Healer's down low. Gubbins takes care of Uwu. And Beast Edition hold. That is rough.
Unbelievable. Look at how many of them were low, but not enough. And man, what a great play from Tantalizer Sour. They had Clantag up on the high ground, distracting them. Excellent rotation to the side of point there. I'd say they were doing a good job at focusing targets early, but I think maybe they got a little too scared of the Junkrat tire there. It did get taken out, but they kind of backed up off a point and kind of let Beast Edition reestablish themselves.
for sure. If you guys could see my reaction, I have the whole Home Alone hands-on face reaction to that. Jeez, that was a crazy play by Beast Edition entirely, but they get the picks. They could push through here. Playtech gets trapped though, and Killswitch able to get the pick on the Junkrat. Still meddling in that back line.
I was gonna say get the res. Actually only have
Beast Edition putting too much
10
pressure on the
seconds left.
Coalescence. And it looks like they might not be able to push through. Gubbins on that ball, just meddling. Bob not able to make it a point because of the slam. Gubbins gets rid of Bob too. Takushu is gonna be able to touch along with C9, but Raider in the backline gets 2. And it looks like Tantalizers will not be able to count the second point. Oh my god. Beast Edition with an insane hold against all odds. That was insane.
Yeah, you always desire to get 2 points on Volskaya Industries. It is probably the most attack-oriented 2CP map. Maybe you could argue Horizon Lunar Colony, perhaps, but
We don't want to talk about Horizon.
It's gonna be tough, yeah, Horizon. This will be tricky, but definitely not impossible as well for Tantalizers here, although if their defense goes anything like how it went on King's Road, then
This will be rough.
this might be the end of the
This might
series.
be a victim of a 3-0. But we could see a reverse sweep here. They have shown that they are still in it. They get 2 ticks, so I mean, they still do have a chance at a second point hold without it being a draw, so we'll see what happens.
They are going to kind of employ similar tactics to their attack. They are going to go with the long range. They're going to try their own Torb this time. I don't know if Stealth Raider is going to get the value out of the fire this time, but if he can stay alive long enough with the Mercy Pocket, maybe he can create enough space for Killswitch to also pepper in a lot of damage.
He could do what he did on Busan and just put on the pressure with that Pharah against double hit scan.
Also going to see awesomely stay on the Orisa with Gubbins going to the Wrecking Ball. Interesting choice.
You're gonna see a Rhine Sigma too, taking a play out of Beast Edition's book here with the Rhine Sigma on defense for Tantalizers. Stealth Raider just trying to poke Bubsud. And Gubbins puts too much pressure on him. Gubbins, big play, they're taking care of the Mercy. That's a big Ash pocket gone. Stealth Raider able to roam free here without the Ash having much sustain. Bubsud does get rid of Killswitch though. Big pick. And Gubbins and Bubsud on this Ash is just giving him hell.
And Takushu had a nice accretion stun onto Gubbins there.
Bubsud doesn't see Raider behind him. Beast Edition could turn it around here. Still 5 on point for Tantalizers though. Hearts and the Pixie falling, 1 tap, and there goes Awesome. There she goes. Awesome gets the pick. There goes Uwu. Clan Tag just trying to stay alive on the Torb. He won't be able to fall slow, and oh, there he goes. Meatballs are gonna get pretty soggy in the ocean, Torb.
Yeah, I almost wonder if maybe Parcel Pixie could have swapped to maybe a little more self-sustaining hero, maybe like a Moira or a Bap. I don't know, that was an easy dive target for Gubbins there on both of those kind of team fights.
I really think a Bat break would help him here, try and stun that ball, but we'll see what happens. They are aggressing really hard. Gubbins drops the mines on him. Takoshu in trouble. Clantac able to get rid of it awesomely though with that turret. Bubsud gets her of Raider and gets her the Mercy too. She gets the res off, but too late. And good job by Bubsud, really getting all the picks here.
Yeah, sometimes when you want to snowball, you get a little overzealous. Gubbins with the mines way too early. They were able to kind of re-establish themselves around the mines, and Bubs got in a position to get the picks. And now
Pixie with an iffy res at the end of that fight, resing Uwu when he was just about to come back from spawn. Could be a time to capitalize for Beast Edition there.
probably almost has it back already though. 10 seconds.
True.
A lot of ults on both sides. This could be a triangle fest coming up next fight.
Six ults for Tantalizers and 4 from Beast Edition. Goblin's trying to put pressure on Clantag. Pixie though, able to save him. Kill switch on the flank with the tire coming through. Both the DPS ults come through, but nothing from the tire. This could be big. Tantalizers could make a play here.
Good job from Gubbins to get Clantag off of the high ground, which let Killswitch have a nice tire.
Bubsud was under pressure, but able to come back, but gets taken out by a mine. Pixie able to bring back Clantag, but the tank ults come from Tantalizers. Raider gets 2 with the Pharah though. Very back and forth here, but it looks like Beast Edition will take it here. Bubsud just trying to get Gen ult here with the dynamite. Stalls for a quick second. Pixie able to touch on the Mercy. Ooh, on the Winston. Pixie trying to battle her heart out. Takushu comes back from on the ball, gets the Orisa.
Similar play here from Tantalizers.
Tantalizers! Oh my!
And they didn't even get a tick, Beast Edition.
Oh
man,
my!
They looked like they had that under control. Kind of a similar case that I think they just kind of started to throw out ults all really good instead of kind of combining them together. Once again, Coven's minefield just not getting a whole lot of value actually.
God, after this game, it's gonna be a Macaulay Culkin replacement. Too many reactions with just hands on the head, hands on the face, just so many jaw-dropping moments on defense on this map already. Stealth Raider on the far, has the barrage, kill switch on the Junkrat with the tires. Oh, Raider ends up falling to his own rocket, but kill switch able to make up for that with 2 picks. Clantag gets a pick though. Another, we're even. Kill switch putting pressure on the back, but the mortality comes through. Obviously falling low. Gubbins with the mine gets to Z9 and again, great push. Bob, kill switch and Bubsud though. Bubsud and Uwu. Lone survivors with Takushu. All comes through from Stealth Raider gets 2. And again, Beast Edition might get it here.
If they can touch here though, they have the Blizzard. Tantalizers have the Blizzard, they can turn this around.
Staying up. Clantag, Blizzard comes through. The freeze on Griffin. Big pick on the Lucio.
Here comes the Winston too.
Bubsud on the pick. Plays 2. Will be.
But they gotta take out Stealth Raider.
Huge play. Raider gets Bubsud though. Raider kill switch comes back up. Takushu with the mines. My heart can't take this much.
Oh my god, I can't even right now. Ooh, with the primal too.
Tantalizers staying up.
Is this gonna be it? No, Tires to get anything.
No. That was Tantalizers maybe saving grace, but they wasted it. Pixie with the coalescence coming through. Kill switch takes out Pixie. Z9 coming to touch at the last second. Ooh,
it's literally
tag on the soldier.
2.2 away from capping it.
Big pick. 1 second away. 1 millisecond. Z9 gets Griffin though. Kill switch gets Uwu. Kill switch needs to go down here. Bubsud on the Ash.
They can't step off point. They can't step off point for a second.
Kill switch needs to go down. Takushu, hard focus on him. Will he go down
This is
though?
it. 30 seconds left.
Awesomely comes back on the Reinhardt. Takushu is trapped, but he's able to stay on. And Tantalizers hold! Tantalizers hold! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I don't think I can properly analyze that. I don't know what happened there.
I don't think we can put this map into words.
What was that, like a 3-minute long fight there?
I think so. Ball comes in for the touch, gets Clantag. Wait a minute! It could be all of the ways!
You have got
Beast
to be kidding me.
Beast Edition, when all hopes look lost, they come back. No way. Could we see the 3-0?
They need to take out kill switch. He's on the high ground. Free reign on the high ground.
He gets Pixie. Baptiste ult comes through.
So low.
Kill switch. is just going off. Stop the man. He gets stopped, but Clantag kills himself in that action. Takushu. Killswitch gets rezzed. It's all for nothing.
They'll have Bob here coming
stalling.
back. Oh, but the spawns take so long now.
Takushu on the stall and the wrecking ball. Is it too much? Clantag coming back with the visor. Will it be able to get anything out of it? He goes down quick and uses it. Bob gets stopped. Bump's not able to come in and touch though, and gets the pick onto, and Beast Edition takes it.
Victory.
Oh,
Wow.
My God, Beast Edition wins the match.
Did we just witness?
I need to lay down for a second. Oh my.
The unsung hero there, Anime Weeb AJ, staying alive on the Mercy, getting a bunch of sneaky reses to keep Beast Edition, especially in that last fight there. Oh, and for Tantalizers, that is a heartbreaker. A miracle play there to save their defense. Just Gubbins coming in and taking out Clan in the backlines. That could have been the nice start to a possible reverse sweep, but instead we will see Beast Edition winning this match.
Killswitch on that Junkrat. He was the sung hero. AJ was the unsung hero, but Killswitch, he backed up all the plays he made. Like huge tires. Even though they're only getting one pick at a time, they were insane picks. Even without the tire, he was making plays. That was rough. I'm still trying to process everything that just happened.
I have no analysis for that.
Loss of words. That was insane.
I almost want to go back and watch the VOD just to see, like, did people, like, build up multiple alts, you know, like, yeah, who were the people maybe in the back lines or under the radar that were actually sneakily getting value, you know, like, there's just so much to, there's so much to unpack in those fights, and yet there's also so little, because at the end of the day, it's just scrappy. It's just all mayhem all around the point. You're just looking for the picks, you know, like.
Beast Edition 3-0s, but if you look at this whole match, it doesn't seem like an overall dominance from Beast Edition.
No,
Tantalizers has been able to fight back, but just in the end, Beast Edition is able to pull out the clutch plays. Oh my, that was insane. Can't take this much. If Route 66 is just as chaotic, I might drop on the ground with a heart attack.
I know, it's one of those things where it would have been nice to see Tantalizers win, because then this map, while it still does mean something in terms of overall map differential, it would have been nice if the game was still on the line. Those are always the worst things about, like, close 3-0s, is you're like, God, we could have had a classic map 4, maybe see that going into map 5, yeah. We saw a lot of map 5s last year in Tier 3, or I guess old Tier 2, which for the rest of the duration, I'm just going to refer to as Tier 3 from now on, old Tier 2, because it's essentially kind of the same thing. This is almost like Tier 2 right now would almost be like Tier 1.5. I
was subject to a lot of those, because a lot of Game 5s had Diving Phoenix in them.
Oh yes, you are correct,
And that was a nerve-wracker for me, because I played for that team, and it was nerve-wracking going into map 5 every time. It was just like, you gotta win it.
The undisputed king of map 5s there in Tier 3, no quacks required. I think they went to a total of 6 map 5s in their season. Just insane.
They almost won all of them, I think.
Yeah, the only one they lost, I think, was the first one, where they lost to the Taterbots in week 1. Let me go bust out the standings from
the archives.
Season. Yeah.
I Need Healing was a dominant team last season for sure.
Yeah, it was interesting to see them. Yeah, they lost big time to Summit there. Summit kind of getting hot at the end of the season. Sadly, will not be back for season 4.
As they have disbanded at the very beginning of the season. But
Luckily,
We the Oasis came to replace them.
We have the We the Ops, and I'm excited to. We're kind of getting off track. We're talking more about Tier 3 right now, but I'm excited to see We the Ops back.
The league as a whole.
Yeah.
I think there's been a lot of changes, like Gamers Blood off of the basically no quacks organization onto Tantalizers, and Travis, who was kind of known as the Tantalizers like hero, leaves for, I believe he left for
Summit at first, and now he's on We the Ops.
He's on We the Ops. So We the Ops looking interesting. See what happens.
Well, it's interesting because I've talked about this so many times, and I'm sure I'm gonna mention it in my next episode of the podcast. Shameless plug there. Check Overwatch announcements. But when they were at their peak, which was kind of in the middle of season 2, they looked like a dang good team, and then stuff started to fall apart. Like, one of the things is they've had one of the smaller rosters, so a lot of times they just don't have enough players to play. Yeah, and I think another thing is, like, just watching them play, they lack a lot of team synergy. If they've been working on that, because the individual talent is there, I don't think anyone would ever. I mean, I like Skillmatic, Andrew on tank. Now they got Why Not Travis and Disco on healer. They've got the talent to do it. If they can put it all together, they actually might be a sneaky, scary team this season. But they do have to prove it.
Heading into Route 66, this is where both teams can kind of experiment a little, as it looks like maybe a dive from Beast Edition. As I mentioned earlier, dive might be seeing a comeback soon, and here we are seeing it maybe. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
I do enjoy finally seeing some Echo being played here in some comp games. Obviously was banned last week. We'll have to see if Echo gets played in the Overwatch League here tomorrow. Should be here, I guess, this morning, I guess, if you want to consider it like that.
But yeah, dive does come through from Beast Edition. We'll see what happens, as Route 66, I think in my opinion one of the best escort maps for sure. Very good map.
Yep, definitely a classic. I tend to like Watchpoint and Gibraltar a little bit more. Which I've actually kind of figured out lately is, like, yeah, actually kind of a unpopular.
Now, I like Watchpoint. I like Watchpoint a lot. It's just like sometimes it's very hard to push through.
Yeah, I can see that.
Also very hard to defend sometimes. Upset does get a huge pick on Griffin though. This could be big. Griffin on the DPS now. This is interesting. He switches from healer. Gubbins and Change 6, of course, on the Winston Ball for dive. Not seeing a D.Va. A little bit of a weird thing. We haven't seen D.Va much today, which is a little sad. Big D.Va bombs are something that are great to see, but haven't seen them.
I am surprised. We're not really seeing much, like, in terms of dive DPS here. We're not seeing the Doomfist or even the Genji. So I don't know if the dive tanks are getting maximum value, because they're tanks. They don't do a whole lot of damage.
We do see a Genji coming out from Selfie though on the switch, and Griffin on the Echo. Echo does have a lot of mobility, so Echo could be could be a dive hero soon. And Gamer's Blood takes out Change on the Roadhog, and both tank ults devoted from Beast Edition here. Blind Tag does get Siren, and looks like that will be the end of the first push for Beast Edition. Griffin though just trying to put in pressure on that Echo, and it looks like Beast Edition coming back in. They take out Gamer's Blood. That's huge. And Stealth Raider gets.
And there you go. There's a dive DPS to take advantage of the disruption caused by the dive tanks. Change 6 a little over aggressive.
But ooh, the only person on the point left. He's trying to shield everything. Starts to swing, and it looks like that will be the end of first point, as a little bit maybe of a wasted copy here. Gamer's Blood, though, is going to contest here. Pixie goes down.
Oh.
Doesn't shattered Gamer's Blood? I think that should have shattered him.
I think Gamer's Blood was on the payload and
just had that
shatter.
slight height advantage.
Well, yeah, it just.
But here we are.
And look at this ult efficiency. Stealth Raider already got the Dragon Blade.
Gubbins with the mines, really separating the team, and they're putting pressure. But Changes gets hooked off, and we're gonna see a Lady Siren on the Battle Mercy gets it above Sud. That is rough. Pixie does get the res, but flies right into a mine. What did I say?
Gamer's Blood trying to use the whole hog in the tight corridor.
Change does get ooh on the Primal Rage though, and here we are. We're going to see this dive working pretty well here from Beast Edition, being very efficient on their initiations and exits. Change on the Winston, just putting pressure on the choke. Gamer's Blood trying to get a hook onto the Mercy. Nano Blade coming through, taking out one, but not able to get any more picks. A little bit of a late nano. Change does get, oh wait, Tantalizers showing a little bit of resistance here. Rise comes through though, and it looks like yet again Beast Edition will keep pushing on through, which I think has really been the theme of their attack rounds, is that there's a little bit of resistance, but they will keep pushing anyway.
Yeah, it looks like Clan-Tag's gonna try and switch to the Sombra above onto the Mei. They're just trying to disrupt this dive in any way they can. Perhaps they also may need a Brig as well. I don't know if Lucio Moira is gonna be the
pick here.
Yeah.
But they do get the pick on the Griffin early with the Sombra, which could help get rid of the tanks. But Gubbins not phased by it as he gets the double kill. Blade wasted, I think, but Gamer's Blood is able to get that echo.
I'd say no. I think the Blade, kind of like the last time they used it, it almost was almost a fear tactic. Kind of caused Tantalizers to have to back up there and go lower on the aggression. And able to get the picks, especially when you lower your aggression on the dive, that typically is game over.
Here we are. Pixie takes care of the decoy. Ult comes through from Duck, trying to keep him alive. Changes hacked on that high ground, but he's able to just hide from the shots until his Mercy gets there to help him get out. It looks like he will get out. Gubbins still initiating, but he's able to get out. And wait, Gamer's Blood getting aggressive. Might get caught out for it, but he's able to escape with the self-heal. But it looks like they're going to be fighting him there. The ult is used, and a big freeze from Bubsud, as it looks like there's a fight on point and fight on the left side. Hard to find it, but Change is able to escape. Clan-Tag gets Siren on point.
They just can't take out Gubbins here.
They can't. He's too
like
elusive.
Finally, looks like
finally do.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see the double shield here, especially now the Mei and the
Change switches to the Rhine.
Yeah.
And Gubbins actually switches to the Roadhog.
Yeah, gonna try and out Roadhog Gamer's Blood here. This will be an interesting battle.
Does play Roadhog a lot, so we'll see what happens. And the sleep in the hack on Clan-Tag gets caught out. Shatter though, coming in from Uwu. Will they be able to capitalize? He is a lone man out there. He is playing aggressive. Hook onto Gubbins. Gamer's Blood uses ult and wins the battle, but Change able to take him out.
Take out Change.
Change very low. Gets rid of Uwu though.
An excellent maneuvering from Lady of Siren, keeping themselves alive so they can heal Change.
Siren doing a great job on this Mercy to keep him alive. Nano comes through. Dragon Blade. Both DPS also used to sustain them. Blizzard and EMP, but Stealth Raider is still able to find kills. Shatter comes through, but the Lucio beat. The Lucio beat does keep him up. Change gets hooked in. Gamer's Blood looking for the pick here. Siren not able to get the attention to him, but the Ana keeps him up. Uwu caught in the back line just swinging. He shatters, gets two, and Uwu in the back line getting big picks. And Uwu, well, that was a voice crack. Uwu making a play there. Oh, that was bad. Change, hacked, hooked, and gone. Hook, line, and sinker there. Gummins uses the ult, trying to keep him up. Hook comes through, gets rid of Stealth Raider, and it looks like Tantalizers are able to make a huge third point hold, as their point 1 and point 2 holds weren't that great. The third point hold, pretty good.
And yeah, good job from a Rapid Duck in that second to last team fight. Probably noticed that the Rhine was coming in for the flank. Shatter did a good job, got the beat off right away. Could have been, I mean, it was a massive Shatter at first, but with the sound barrier online, follow-up just wasn't there. And they did a good job at also shutting down Griffin there on the Sombra. I don't think was able to build an EMP there, whereas I believe it was Bubs playing or was it Clan Tag playing the Sombra?
Clan Tag was on the Sombra, yes.
Okay, Clan Tag getting a lot of the picks, or getting a lot of high value hacks and building up, I believe, 2 or 3 EMPs in that fight.
MVPs.
Yeah.
Stealth Raider on the
Perhaps
Bastion.
we might maybe have to consider him for MVP actually, because he has been pretty great. Both of these DPS for Tantalizers have been playing quite well.
I think Bubset has a slight edge on the MVP race for damage out of Tantalizers though, because he has just been consistent all night, just making the picks as Ash.
For sure.
Just getting those beneficial picks. Oh, half the time not being able to capitalize off of them in the win of the fight, but just still making great pushes.
Stop the payload.
Here we are though. We do see a Sombra Ash from Tantalizers. We have a Bastion from Beast Edition, but Bub's not able to get Echo very quickly in an unresable spot to seem like. Sombra on the flank, looking to hack that Bastion. A lot of people to hack him through though. Hacks the Orisa, I believe, or it doesn't get a hack at all.
Actually hacks the Baptiste. Hacked the Baptiste actually.
Gotcha. Hook onto Stealth Raider. Gamer's Blood. Great job, but Griffin catching out that Sombra. But it looks like Tantalizers will still be able to keep pushing on through. As Change gets the pin onto Gamer's Blood. Gamer's Blood in trouble. Gets the self-heal off though, but he is still quite low. Fighting, gets rid of the Mercy. And
they kind of need to touch the payload's gonna.
They need to touch the point though, and Tantalizers are able to push it past. Griffin goes down late too.
Unfortunate from AJ there, through the immortality field and was not able to save Stealth Raider, and didn't have it for the rest of that team fight there. Could have come in handy, could have helped them turn it around, but it's just kind of one of those things where it's have to try and.
Tantalizers just going on through, and Gubbins with the tactical crouch, it looks like. I mean, Gamer's Blood with the tactical crouch on Gubbins. Ooh, cold. But we do have the tank ults, and it looks like all ults coming from Tantalizers. This could be hard to defend against.
Yeah, if they can cycle through these effectively, it might, this map might not be lasting too much longer.
Oh, Griffin. Gubbins gets a big pick, and the Shatter didn't change. All the ults devoted from Beast Edition, but they are able to hold. And 4 ults devoted from Tantalizers though. Nice.
Yeah, I think some people still getting used to Echo being here now. You gotta watch out for that That's it's kind of an interesting duplicate onto
Especially on the
Road Hog, but yeah, was able to use the whole hog there and kind of zone him away.
Tag not able to get the hack off because of the turret, but Bubson making up for it with the big picks. The flank from Gamer's Blood on the whole hog, just getting him off point. There goes Siren, there goes Change off the map. And Gubbins hacked, not able to get out with the self-heal or his life. And Tantalizers able to cap point 2, I think. Griffin dies, trying to stall it, maybe, and this is interesting. Tantalizers, even though they've lost the match, they're still looking for that map differential to not go down so badly.
And good, what's the word? Well, anyway, good job from a Rapid Duck to hold on to the sound barrier, discipline, alt discipline there. Good job. Rapid Duck could have used it there to continue the aggression, but just kind of let the
Line tag staying in that back line, just putting on the pressure. But Bubsa does go down very early, so you have to wait a little bit. And Gubbins gets hacked up his ult. That is very good for Tantalizers, but the Molten Core comes through, limiting places they can go. Change gets hooked in, Pixie and Bubsa take down Griffin and Change, but Beast Edition getting the picks of their own. Gamer's Blood using the whole hog and gets hooked out of it.
Oh no! Oh, it looks, I thought they were gonna just fully disengage from that. Perhaps Gamer's Blood did not get the memo there. Perhaps they thought maybe he could turn it around with the whole hog, but yeah, that is an ult that I think you can tap back.
Sometimes hearing winnable doesn't mean it is. Shatter comes through. Bob gets killed. Duplicate onto the Roadhog, but the EMP gets the tanks. Echo not able to stay on in that form for long. Uwu just swinging on them tanks. Play tag, it's just even trades here from Beast Edition and Tantalizers, but it looks like Beast Edition will hold. Beast Edition, great third point hold.
Excellent hook from Gubbins, was able to hook Uwu out of the shatter there, and also good job from AJ throwing in that Antoine. That was massive.
That's what's been happening a lot. Beast Edition goes down, but they're still not up. They're not over. AJ taking a very good spot on this high ground, but it looks like Gamer's Blood dropping on him. Gets hooked in. Gamer's Blood on the flank hog isn't working so well. Gubbins using his ult, just pushing him back. Change pinning on through, maybe a little bit too deep. Might get caught out here. Just trying to get away, gets taken down. And Uwu with the shatter gets Griffin, not many more than that though. Stealth Raider falling very low, and so is Griffin. The DPS for Beast Edition getting healed right back up though. Hook on for Gubbins, whole team coming onto him. He is low. He is able to live. Bubsud gets the pick with the Bob though. Stealth Raider has that tire, watch out for it. And the Lucio ult's used. Raider using the tire. And it's taken out Bubsud. Yet again, another tire takeout, and it looks like Tantalizers are gonna take map 4. Shatter comes through, but Tantalizers still take map 4.
Oh, good boop there from Lucio. Rapid
Great
Duck.
match. And if you're watching this match, or if you don't watch the match and just see the record here, this would not look like a very close match, but in entirety, it was very close. Down to
3
the
to 1
wire.
usually implies that it was at least somewhat close.
Still, this was an insanely close match.
And yeah, what would have been if, I mean, Gubbins barely touching there at the end of Volskaya Industries led them to win that fight. I mean, we're talking about
Would have
going
been
to
a
a map
season
5.
class. Would have been a season classic if we went to a map 5, but
Yeah.
we don't see it. But great match. I think we now have to talk about the MVPs, and this is going to be tough. But I think for Tank,
Actually, I will say I think it's a little easy. Yeah, I was gonna go Change and AJ for the
MVP.
healer, and then maybe Bubsud on.
for the DPS.
Yeah.
But there is also a matter of fact of kill switch on the Junkrat on Volskaya, but that was really on one map. Can't really decide it off of that.
Yeah,
I mean-
I think for me, I think that's the obvious ones right
Yeah.
there. Bubsa,
Change.
and AJ.
Yeah. Very, very insane match from all of them. Change, insane Reinhardt, and Orisa on Busan. You weren't here yet, I believe.
Also gotta give a little shout out to Gubbins. I mean,
Gubbins did
really,
great. Gubbins did do really good.
Change and Gubbins are just a good tank duo right there, especially first couple maps with the double shield. But I do think that Change overall probably beat Uwu, whereas Gubbins, Gamer's Blood, Takushu, that was a little closer, but still.
I think what really backed him up too is that on Mecha Center before you got here, Change had a triple kill as Orisa. He got nanoed and had a triple kill as Orisa, which was very fight turning for Beast Edition. So I think overall, I think that Change does deserve that tank MVP. So yeah, those are our MVPs. Change on tank, Bubset on damage, and AJ on healer.
Yep.
Gotta give a shout out to Gubbins for tank. And I gotta give a shout out for Neo on damage. Neo, the 2 maps he came in, he was pretty good.
Yeah, played really good on the Doomfist there.
But overall, I think everybody really did great. Great match to commentate. I really had fun there.
I agree.
Pleasure commentating with you, man. It was fun.